This is John Paul Rye. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Today, I want to talk about Adam Waldman's Twitter account. Now, Adam Waldman, if you don't know, is Johnny Depp's lawyer in the cases against Amber Heard. The first thing I thought was really cool is he's using the Justice for Johnny Depp hashtag. Thing about this is that hashtag kind of has positive vibes for me. Whenever you go to a video, you read an article, a lot of times you see a bunch of people gathering, dropping this hashtag. So I think the fact that he's using it just kind of gives off this good feeling. It's kind of a way to make people feel like they're rallying together and getting something done. And I think he reads into that. His tweet here says, email from Jennifer Howell to Whitney Heard after Ms. Heard's press release claimed Ms. Howell was lying. And I've got a few videos on Jennifer Howell here. If you don't know who she is, she worked with Amber Heard and Whitney Heard at a charity organization. And she seems like a pretty straight shooter to me. Doesn't seem like she's lying. She goes into great detail, and she seems to have a much better memory than Amber and Whitney put together. Here, he gets into the controversy about the Sun tabloid newspaper. Some people tell me they use them as toilet paper, but I don't know. I'm in Japan, so I'll take people's word for it that they're not the best newspaper around. They had a little phone hacking controversy, and Adam Waldman points out that they probably are hacking phones. He says, riddle me this, how did the Sun already know at 11:31 a.m. on Sunday, July 26th, 9 hours before I ever received a sworn declaration in an American case that I was on an American phone talking to an American witness? Then he hashtags history of hacking, obviously implying that the Sun hacked his phone and they knew something at an impossible time in an impossible way. I'm hoping after Amber and Whitney are finished, then somebody, somewhere, can go after the Sun for this phone hacking scam they seem to be running. In memoriam, as anyone following rather than lying about the case knows, refers to debunk lies, not the liars who lie them. It seems to me that on this forum, as far as making videos, as far as what I see, there seems to be more truth towards what's going on. And on the article side, there seems to be this, like, neutrality. When the media destroys all objective facts and warps into mere attack dogs of the powerful, ultimately asserting that even the public and the truth aren't real, it is the beginning of mainstream media's end. And unfortunately, this is what mainstream media has been doing for pretty much decades. It's pretty much what they do. They just put out their opinion and they slander who they don't like. In this case, sometimes Johnny. And somehow, they just keep moving on and nobody reprimands what they're doing. So, I mean, it should be the end of mainstream media when this happens, but seems like it never is. Seems like to keep going. Unless he means end in more of a metaphorical sense where it's not a physical, tangible ending, but an ending to what it is and the purpose it serves. Because right now it's pretty trashy. So this one here is about Io Tillett. If you don't know who Tillett is, he is a friend of Amber Heard. I've covered him pretty extensively on this channel. He has a lot of Twitter meltdowns where he goes back and forth for a very long time of walls of text with basically random Twitter users. I personally think he's not the best witness. I don't think he's the most trustable person. Some people take issue with why I think that, but we agree, I think, in the end, that things he says and does aren't quite commendable. Unfortunately, the tweet starts from here. There might have been something above this, but I did not see what it was, so I'm just going to take it from here. Says Io Tillett Wright, whose testimony showed was nicknamed I Slap Rocky during said wedding for violently beating the aptly named Rocky, the maid of honor, over who would be the wedding planner. Yeah, I knew that. I wasn't so surprised. I didn't know the wedding planner part. I think I forgot it, but, you know, he's defending Amber and saying all this stuff about Johnny, and meanwhile he beat the hell out of somebody at a wedding over who should be a planner? And by the way, I think Adam meant, says I'll till it right, whose testimony showed. See, people make mistakes. Talking, reading, writing, it happens. No big deal. And here, he cuts out a headline, which is trashy. And it's kind of nice seeing a lawyer take issue with these tabloids that are writing trashy articles. He says, and the spiders from Mars, meaning obviously it's so freaking ridiculous. Notice how they use Depp heads when they want to make Johnny Depp fans sound negative. I guess they'd probably call me a Depp head. I've got a bunch of fucking videos on him. I'm not quite a Depp head. I mean, I respect Johnny Depp, and I think we'd have a great conversation because we probably have a lot in common with music and stuff like that, and I think he's in the right here, but I'm not sure I'm a Depp head. But I guess they'd label me Depp head just so they're like, that guy's a Depp head, that's why he's on Johnny's side, not because of evidence and because Amber's friends and witnesses are a little bit screwy. And by the way, I did a video on Amber Heard, and, well, not her personally, I don't think, but how people on Team Amber were using Korean bots to attack Johnny fans. So actually, this isn't crazy if you flip it. Amber Heard wages cyber war on Depp heads. The only thing is, it wouldn't be Amber Heard personally, but there were a bunch of bots going around, all for Amber, saying how much they liked Amber, how she was awesome. They all happened to be Korean, with the same name and the same exact font, cut and pasted. And here's a killer. This one's great. Nice photo taken March 23rd, 2013, one day after she claimed Johnny smashed her in the face with heavily ringed fingers. Confronted, Amber testified she sees swelling in the pic. Whitney then testified she sees swelling and a split lip. Do you believe them or your own lying eyes? Yeah, so this picture here looks like a home shot. Obviously, there's nothing there. There's no bruises whatsoever. And I'm going to assume the photo was clean, you know, untouched when they showed it in court. And as you could see, there is nothing there as far as a bruise. So if Johnny smashed her with his fist of rings, the next day she takes a picture with her grandmother, I don't know who it is, just saying, you know, nothing. Great tweet. That's how you handle yourself on social media. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below. This video, a little bit makeshift here. I mean, I couldn't find one center to it, but I wanted to go over these tweets because these are his most recent tweets, and I just love the way he's handling himself with this case and on Twitter. Pretty big difference to the way Amber's legal team handles themselves. Anyway, you guys, consider subscribing. If you don't, well, I'll be pretty sad, but I'll get over it. Make a new video. Almost on 10,000 subs. Appreciate all the comments, all the likes, all that stuff. Gonna be a big shout out video when we get there, and I will get to as many people as I possibly can. See you next time.